we will discuss about Ohm's law and its proof. It was also given in class 10th. According to scientist Ohm, if physical condition of the conductor, physical condition means temperature of conductor, pressure on the conductor, humidity of conductor remains same, then applied potential difference across the conductor is directly proportional to current flown through conductor. That is V proportional to I. If more potential difference applied, more current is flown. If we take proportionality constant, that is V is equal to Ri. So R is resistance of the conductor. Resistance of conductor. Resistance of conductor. The resistance of conductor means the property by which a conductor resists or opposes the flow of current through it, the flow of charge through it. That is called resistance. And mathematically, it may be defined as R is equal to V upon I. V is the applied voltage, potential difference, and I is the respective current. Means resistance of the conductor is the ratio of applied potential difference across the conductor and respective current flowing through it. Its unit is unit of potential difference volt and unit of current is ampere, volt per ampere, and which is called ohm. OHM, it is omega. Clear? And what are the dimension of R? Dimension of R, the dimension of V, work upon charge into current A. Dimension of work M1, L2, T minus 2, charge, current into time into current. So dimension become M1, L2, T minus 3, A minus 2. This is the dimension of resistance. So what are the fundamental unit of resistance? M mass kg, length meter square, time per second cube, ampere square. This is the fundamental unit of resistance and which is equivalent to ohm. It means 1 ohm is equal to 1 kg meter square per second cube, ampere square. Applied voltage and current for Ohm's law, then the nature of graph is straight line. And if we calculate the slope of graph from current axis, then it is equal to V upon I, that is R. Means slope of VI graph from current axis represent resistance. And suppose slope of graph from voltage axis is theta dash. So tan theta dash is equal to I by V. It is the reciprocal of resistance and which is called conductance. Conductance means conductance is the reciprocal of resistance and its unit is ohm inverse. Actually it is not written as ohm inverse, it is called MHO. The order of letter get reversed. OHM inverse, that is called mho. The unit of conductance is mho. Correct now? And it is denoted by Simon. Just opposite to ohm. Correct now? So it is read as Simon. The unit of conductance is mho or Simon. Clear? So it is Ohm's law and resistance. So which circuit is said to be ohmic circuit? Means circuit which follow Ohm's law, that is called ohmic circuit and nature of VI graph is straight line. And other circuit is called non-ohmic circuit. Non-ohmic circuit means the circuit which does not follow Ohm's law. Means for non-ohmic circuit, if we draw the graph between current and voltage, the nature of graph is curved, not straight line. So it is non-ohmic circuit. Non-ohmic circuit. Correct? So let's see what are the proof of Ohm's law. So again it is conductor of area cross section capital A. Applied potential difference across its end is V, length of conductor L, drift velocity of electrons Vd, and small n is the number of free electrons that present in per unit area cross section. So by the relation between current and drift velocity, as we know that I is equal to n E A Vd. I is equal to n E A Vd. But Vd is equal to, as you know, it is E capital E tau by m. Vd is equal to small e charge in electron, capital E intensity of electric field, tau relaxation time, m is the mass of electron. Instead of Vd, write down this one. So it become n E A small e capital E tau by m is equal to I. Become n E square A E tau by m is equal to I. But since V is equal to EL, L is the length of conductor, so instead of E, we can write V by L. Become n E square A tau V by ml is equal to I. Right now, therefore, V upon I become ml upon n square A tau is equal to V by I. V by I. Correct? Here, m upon n square tau into L by A is equal to V upon I. It is second equation. And as you know, R is equal to rho L by A. R is equal to rho L by A, and rho is the specific resistance of the conductor. And if we compare this with the resistance of conductor, so instead of R, this quantity is written. So that is rho L upon A is equal to V upon I. And rho L by A is resistance, so R is equal to V upon I. So this is the proof of Ohm's law. And here rho is called specific resistance. So let's see how can we define specific resistance. Specific resistance. Since resistance proportional to length of conductor, means length of conductor is more, then resistance will be more, and if length of conductor is more, means the chance of collision between the electrons during drifting of electrons, that will be more, and if number of collisions is more, then resistance is more. And yes, it is inversely proportional to area of cross section, means if the thickness of conductor is more, then the chance of collision between the charge carrier, or you can say between the electrons, that will be less, and if it is less, so resistance is less. If we combine them, so we get R proportional to L upon E. Now take proportionality constant, so R is equal to rho L by E. R is equal to rho L by A. Okay. So what is rho here? Therefore, rho is equal to RA by L. Suppose here, if A is unit, means area cross section of the conductor is unit, length of conductor is also unit, then rho is equal to R. Means specific resistance is numerically equal to resistance of that conductor whose length and area cross section both are unit. What are the unit of specific resistance? See here. Rho is equal to RA by L. Unit of resistance ohm. Unit of area meter square. Unit of length meter. Get cancelled. The unit of specific resistance become ohm meter. Then specific conductance. Specific conductance. Specific conductance is the reciprocal of specific resistance. So since that is, it is denoted by sigma. Sigma is equal to 1 upon rho. So what is the unit of sigma? That is 1 upon unit of specific resistance, that is ohm meter, and 1 upon ohm, or you can say mho per meter, or you may say Simon per meter. So this is the unit of specific conductance. Factors affecting resistance. Factors affecting resistance. Number 1, length of conductor, directly proportional to length. Number 2, area cross section of conductor, that is R is inversely proportional to area cross section of the conductor. Number 3, temperature. Temperature of conductor. So resistance is directly proportional to temperature of the metallic conductor. Remember it, we are talking about metallic conductor. And fourth, nature. Nature of conductor means that is its specific resistance. Specific resistance, that is rho. So these are the 4 factors on which the resistance of a metallic conductor depends. Clear? Then one more term, that is called mobility. Mobility, denoted by mu. So mobility of charge carrier is the ratio of drift velocity in per unit EFI, Vd upon E. So mobility of electron, Vd is equal to, as you know, small e, capital E, tau by mass of electron by capital E. E get cancelled, it becomes small e, tau by mass of electron. So this is the mobility of electron. And mobility of proton, it becomes E tau by mass of proton. So see here, if we are talking about the mobility of electron and proton, so since mass of electron is less than mass of proton, therefore mobility of electron is greater than mobility of proton. Correct? So the mobility of electron is much greater than that of mobility of proton. So it's about the mobility of electron and protons.